Good morning, Florida Atlantic. I'm Carleigh Schleicher.
And I'm Maddie Hubbuch. Welcome to this morning's edition of Owl TV Today, where we bring you the latest stories from across campus and the community.
We begin this morning with the latest on election 2024. With less than 2 weeks to Election Day, excitement is bubbling up across campus.
In the latest Rasmussen poll, former President Donald Trump has a 3-point lead over Vice President Kamala Harris.
The latest Rasmussen reports national telephone and online surveys found that if the election were held today, 50% of likely U.S. voters would vote for Trump and 47% would vote for Harris.
2% say they'd vote for some other candidate, and 2% are undecided. Here on the Florida Atlantic campus, students are getting ready for the big day. Jason Steinfeld was on hand for a lively political debate and has more.
Thanks, guys. The presidential election is less than a month away and political tensions are bubbling up across the country. That's also the case right here at Florida Atlantic University, where students on both sides of the aisle recently went head-to-head in a political debate. The FAU branch of Turning Point USA organized and moderated this fiery event on Boca Raton campus, and we were on hand for all the action. Take a look.
Immigration is out of control. Legal and illegal immigration are out of control. So I think that is going to be the strongest angle to take this from, and I want to try and hone in on immigration, trade, and the foreign policy of the Biden-Harris administration.
As a member of the Democratic Party, as a person that has run for office as a Democrat before, it's good to criticize your own party, the Democrats. But I think with elections, you're weighing the scales, which one's going to be better, which one's going to be worse. And in this case, it's going to be Kamala's better, Trump's worse. We can get into the nitty-gritty on policy, but, you know, I intend to just stick to the facts, and if that ends up with me attacking Trump more, then it is what it is. If it ends up with me just praising Harris more, then it is what it is. Though she has flaws, she is just better.
We also had the chance to speak with the moderator, Jack Meyer, who shared why it is so important for students to express themselves and, of course, to vote.
It went really well. Our students are very active politically, which is very important, especially with their upcoming election in November. I think the main issue was not enough students, I don't think, are willing to participate in this political conversation. Even though that the 6 people in total didn't agree on most issues, they were able to come together and speak for an hour on a wide range of topics and conversations and have a lot of moments of agreement. Politics should kind of be exciting. I mean, it's our future. We're the future. So obviously some emotions are pretty important, but, you know, screaming at each other isn't super helpful, but, you know, it's got to be done somehow.
Registration to vote ended on October 7th. If you are registered and wish to participate, you can vote at the FAU basketball arena on the Boca Raton campus. If you are not local, you can visit the Florida Department of State website under the Florida Division of Elections page to find voting centers near you. That's all for now. Back to you at the desk, guys.
Thanks, Jason. In other news, recently students and faculty across Florida Atlantic were in preparation mode after Hurricane Milton was reported to be a Category 5.
With the storm hitting central and northeast Florida, many Florida Atlantic students and faculty would be impacted by the storm. With that in mind, the university made the decision to shut down operations on all campuses on Wednesday, October 9th and Thursday, October 10th. Thankfully, there were no major damages reported across campuses, and students along with faculty were able to return to class that following Friday.
But before you breathe that sigh of relief, just know hurricane season isn't over yet. It officially ends on November 30th.
Remember, Owls, it's important to know how to stay prepared and safe during a hurricane.
The University Press and News editor Michael Cook had the chance to talk to FAU experts on tips for hurricane preparation and evacuation. Check out the full article on University Press website under Tag Hurricane and Top Stories.
Switching gears now to athletics, the men's soccer team has been making waves this season. Sofia Laboy has highlights from their last match and takes a look at what's ahead for the team.
Welcome back, Owls. It's Sofia Laboy, and tonight here at home, our FAU Owls will face off against the USF Bulls. This conference rival has been brewing since 1983, with the Owls unfortunately not being able to beat the Bulls since 2000. With the AAC tournament coming up in just a few weeks, our boys need to give it their all on the field tonight. The fans and players are ready for history to finally be made here in Boca Raton. 45 minutes are down and another 45 remain to go on this exciting Friday night. What a game this has been so far. Our FAU Owls have brought the heat tonight by dominating the first half with a score of 3-1. It took only 49 seconds for our Owls to take over the game with an impressive goal from senior Mamadou Diarra. And the heat continued at minute 19 with junior Abubakar Traore assisting senior Noah Kavifta on a clean goal. And if you thought the heat was over, Traore made the USF Bulls know that a long-range goal into the top corner was going to be made at minute 25. The Bulls made their first goal close to the end of the first half. The energy is alive and ready for another exciting 45 minutes. After 24 years, the FAU Owls have made history by beating the USF Bulls with a final score of 3-1. Our boys knew that in order to win, a complete team effort had to be made on the field. We saw this in the 56th minute with sophomore Francisco Ranieri substituting senior goalkeeper Nacho Alfaro, who went down with an injury. Ranieri made 3 important saves in the final half hour to split the goalkeeper win that brought us our victory. The Owls will travel to Florida Gulf Coast on Tuesday, October 15th for their final non-conference matchup of the season. Thank you for joining us. This has been Sofia Laboy reporting for OWL TV. Have a great night and see you next time.
Thanks, Sophia. It's great to see the Owls excelling so early in the season.
Meanwhile, our football team recently went head-to-head in a big game against North Texas. Karlee Piccola was on hand for the game and has all the action.
Hi Owls, I'm Karlee Piccola, and it's a rainy one here at home where the Owls will face conference rival North Texas. This is a big one for the Owls coming off their bye week. North Texas is 4-1. The Owls won big last time and are looking to continue that streak today. Even if the weather is not so nice, the fans and players are ready for this much anticipated game, and we'll see you at the half. Owls, we're here at the end of the half, and the Owls have a 10-point lead over North Texas, scoring 3 touchdowns. Those touchdowns came from Amari Hayes, Wyatt Sullivan, Jaharby Smith Jr. Morgan Swallows also had 2 field goals. The Owls go into the half feeling very confident. We'll see you at postgame. Well, sadly, our Owls fell just short to North Texas with a final score of 41-37. The winning touchdown came with just 1 minute to play. Our offense and defense did have one of their best games of the season. In the third quarter, Jackson Ambush had an interception that resulted in a C.J. Campbell touchdown. Sadly, the Owls just could not hold on, but we hope the Owls will bounce back next week against UTSA. Thank you for watching. I'm Karlee Piccola.
Thanks, Karlee. Tough loss for the Owls, but we hope to see them bounce back in their homecoming game against USF November 1st.
Switching gears now, the iLead conference recently took place on the Florida Atlantic campus, bringing together student leaders from across the region. Nick Cruz has a recap of the event.
I'm inside the Barry K Theater, where shortly this place will be packed with students and organizations getting ready for the most important event of FAU's development program, the iLead Conference of 2024. Now, this program itself is guaranteed to teach students about leadership skills and about teamwork. There's going to be activities throughout the entire day, and we have an inside look about today's event. On the back wall there, tables broadly, check in.
The day began with students registering and signing in. After students checked in, they had what they called the Breakfast of Champions. Soon students were able to go ahead and socialize, but inside the Barry K, it was all business.
All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is DJ Randall, and I've been the president of the FAU ice hockey team for the past 2 years.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dwight Scarlett. I'm a senior here at FAU, majoring in graphic design.
After rehearsal was completed, students started entering the Barry K for the show to begin. It started with opening statements and student testimonies.
iLead Student Leadership Conference Run Your Race is where students will honor their own running pace as they pace themselves. through multiple leadership development exercises to become more efficient and effective leaders in their practice.
Towards that one vision. So my advice to all you guys out there is not to think about what you specifically can do for your organization, but think about what you can do, how you can create a culture within your organization that will be able to support your one common vision.
If I could leave you all with anything today, I just want to say leadership is not just about holding a title or making decisions. It's about inspiring others, creating positive change, and building a legacy that encourages others to grow.
After the opening ceremony, students then broke out into workshops where they heard different speakers talk about how they can continue to develop individual leadership skills. In fact, they had some games where they played together, where they had to develop skills strictly using nonverbal communication, such as this one. After students did their workshops, I had the opportunity to speak with some students about their experience.
Talking to people outside of the organizations you commonly find yourself in is a great way to learn. I find myself in the engineering space, but if I can talk to someone else from maybe they're doing PR or graphic design, that's all more opportunity to learn, and this event structures that well. So I think it's a great opportunity for us.
Of inspiring people that there are here at FAU and the amount of things that there are to learn from. The amount of stories that we heard here today from students and mentors and all the things that they've been through and how they've triumphed, I think is really telling of how great this university is.
It's so beautiful to see a community also come together. And I mean, we all are different in our own ways, but at the same time, we still all have that drive for success. We all want to be content with our life and not just our academic life, but we want to be super, super happy and persevere within our own personal life as well.
I think it's an awesome experience, and it's something that Florida Atlantic University has been able to do going on 17 years now. So it's a tradition of who we are, of how we benefit in terms of what student development actually is. And I think it's indicative of the opportunities and signature events that we offer at our institution, and being able to see our students come together and understand what leadership actually is something that's really going to be beneficial not only for their development, but for our standing as an institution as well.
What an amazing conference it was today for the iLead. A lot of students were having a great time. I saw some students who were high-fiving each other, hugging each other. This was truly a momentous occasion for FAU and something that's been going on for 17 long years as a tradition here at FAU. Now, with the students being able to gain these leadership skills, we heard from a lot of the different students and organizations about their thoughts and how they want to continue this program because they feel that it is indeed essential to their development. Reporting from Barry K, I'm Nicholas Cruz, LTV.
Thank you, Nick. In other news, we want to tell you about a fantastic organization on campus called The Network. They are doing incredible work bringing women in media together. Alexis Oteng has the story.
Hey Owls, we're here at the Cultures and Societies cafeteria to check out the fastest growing and newest org on campus, The Network. Here they are on a mission to create a space for women to grow, connect, and of course, network. Let's check it out. The Network meets every Friday in the Cultures and Society building and is open to all women interested in working within media and communications. The club was founded by Dr. Carolina Estrada Gucci, a faculty member of the School of Arts and Letters, who also serves as the Network's advisor. We spoke with her along with the club's president, Sofia Perez, about what sparked this idea and their goals for the organization.
So I think this came about from just a necessity for women to feel like they have a space to create, innovate, exercise their own agency, especially in this field that sometimes can be very male dominated. So it really was born out of necessity, and it's about women thriving in a space where they feel safe, heard, included, and they can loiter in this space.
We really want to create a safe space. That's absolutely number one. That's the most important thing, where people feel safe and seen and heard and wanted. We want all of the women who participate in the club to feel like this is a space where they can come and thrive and flourish and grow with each other, and feel important and just as needed as everybody else. So for example, like my name tag says president, but it's just so people know to come to me with questions for planning or whatever. But everybody's just as important. All of their ideas are just as important. All of their feedback is just as important. So it's just essentially safe space. That's what we want.
On top of giving women a space to feel safe, the network seeks to empower its members. At their recent meeting, the ladies were invited to hear Dr. Carol Mills, the Associate Dean of Faculty Success at the College of Arts and Letters, speak on her experience within the industry and offer some valuable career advice. Vice President Cabria Brown highlights how uplifting spaces such as the network can provide women with inspiration and community to strengthen their work and skills.
Having a sense of community is really important. So like having womanhood is like, on top of that, it's just like even better because like you have people to relate to, talk to, you know, and like, yeah, just have that sense of camaraderie in a different way that can like bring a different side of yourself that I feel like in clubs that are more male dominated, you're not really able to.
I feel like so many of those girls in there, including myself, we didn't really have a space like this at all and didn't even know like this could be possible. So having this, it's so refreshing and like safe and like I feel inspired in a way.
It's been so great getting to talk to the wonderful ladies of the network. This semester, they've already done so much, and we can't wait to see the positive impact they have on the campus for all ladies in this field. I'm Alexis with Owl TV Today. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Alexis. Sounds like an amazing organization and engaging opportunity.
Public Relations is a new minor here at Florida Atlantic University. It was introduced to the College of Arts and Letters in the fall of 2022.
Since then, we've seen a rise in students interested in the public relations sphere. Now, thanks to Professor Scott Wolfson, Florida Atlantic has its own chapter of Public Relations Student Society of America, or PRSSA. Mitchell Liswith has the story.
Good evening, Owls. This is Mitchell Liswith. I'm here in General Classroom South off of the Breezeway at the Public Relations Student Society of America, PRSSA Speed Networking event. This national organization has been brought to FAU for students interested in public relations. Here, students will have the opportunity to network and socialize with others in this field in a fun, fast-paced, and professional environment.
It was crucial to get the recognition of PRSSA, the Florida Atlantic University inaugural chapter here at Florida Atlantic, because they have tried for so long, and it's a prestigious organization. If you're a student in communications, it's where you want to be. It's something that's going to stay with you for life. It's a networking organization where you build, you maintain, and you nurture relationships. You go to events and you are part of something bigger than yourself.
Speed networking event is really important here because a lot of students trying to gain a feel of what the industry or type of industries that they want to be a part of, they don't really know where they're going right after college, and having resources and people to be able to connect with after they've graduated or when they're trying to get internships or advice when they're starting their careers is really important. So it's a great opportunity for them to find resources outside of their classrooms.
I think the speed networking is a really cool way for students to interact with some professionals that they may have never talked to before. At career fairs and other student events, it might feel a little bit intimidating because there's so many people there. But with a speed networking event, it's very personal. We have and very intimate as well.
I'm a member of PRSA. We got to talk to them about all the different aspects of PR. There's many avenues that they can take. So it's not just writing press releases. It's about social media, internal information, employee engagement, just helping them understand where PR professionals fit inside organizations, whether they're public or private, or whether they decide to start their own business.
Not a single second has been wasted at this speed networking event. PRSSA is helping students establish themselves within this field and begin taking that next step to grow and connect. Whether you are a student minoring in public relations or you're looking to strengthen your network within the communications field, joining PRSSA and attending their events can help you take your career to the next level. I'm Mitchell Liswith with Owl TV Today. See you guys next time.
Thanks, Mitchell. As we enter one of the most exciting times of the year, the Florida Atlantic men's basketball team is ready to hit the court.
In an effort to get the student body pumped up and excited for the season, the athletic department hosted an amazing event on the Boca campus. Gianna Alberti was on hand and has the story.
Basketball season is just around the corner, and Florida Atlantic hosted its 4th annual Paradise Madness, where students get to meet both the men's and women's basketball teams. The event featured a 3-point shootout, a skills challenge, a dunk contest, and a men's scrimmage, giving the fans an inside look at what to expect from the new Owls this season. I'm here with Trey Carroll, dunk champion. What was going on through your mind during that? Were you nervous you were going to hit him?
No, I did that all the time. Not all the time, but I've been able to do that since my senior year of high school, so it was no biggie. And my teammates told me to get up, so I decided to for once.
Awesome. And, how does an event like this help kickstart the season?
Puts a lot of confidence into the team, something that every team needs in the Division I level, any division really. And, I can't believe how many people showed up. This is probably the most crowded it's been in the past years I've been here. And I'm just excited to put on the whole team's excited to put on a show for the whole entire FAU.
I'm here with guard Jada Moore. How does an event like Paradise Madness help kick off the season?
I mean, it brings all the fans here. It's really exciting. We love to see you guys and just really encourage you guys to go watch not only our games, but our men's games as well. It's an awesome event, and we love doing it.
How excited are you just for the season to start and for you to be on the court and play with your team?
I mean, you work till this moment till March, so I'm really excited to be out there with my teammates. We want to show you guys what we've been working on, and it's so much fun when season starts.
This is like your first time really being out there. You redshirted last year, so this is the first time seeing you in like a game-like setting. You put up 15 points. How excited are you to get out on the court this year?
I mean, I can't really put it into words, but it's been a couple of years since I actually played in a real basketball game. So today, the simulation, it really felt super surreal for me.
The men's home opener is set for November 8th against Coastal Georgia at Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena, while the women's home opener is set for November 9th, a day later, against Mercer University. I'm Gianna Alberti with Owl TV Today. Back to you at the station.
Thanks, Gianna. That looked like so much fun. I can't wait for the season to begin.
I can't wait either. Only a couple more weeks. Well, that's it for this edition of Owl TV Today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Maddie Hubbuch.
And I'm Carleigh Schleicher. Be sure to tune in again for some more stories in campus and beyond. See you next time.